Hello, everybody. Welcome back. American Tank Ace by Compass Games, designed by Gregory M. Smith. It is Zippo campaign part 2. Our probably second mission. I know you're supposed to stop the campaign when your commander dies, but with all my guys staying intact and us not getting through a single mission, I decided to go ahead and get we would bring in a different commander and just continue on the Zippo. So I'm going to see if my buddy Mark McBride can take the crew through any better than I did. Still have Steve O'Brien as my driver, Dan Niemi as my A driver, Clifton Franklin as my loader, and Nate Rogers as my gunner. Um, McBride, smarter than Amos, decided to go with the extra physical training to get the stamina. So if he gets hit by a bazooka on his first mission, he'll only be and killed. He'll only be seriously wounded and not killed in action. So let's see how that plays out. So we are now on our, actually it'll be the second slot in June because the first slot was a failure. And we are going to roll and see what we got. All right, so we will get to the prepare to play. We did all that. Mission start. Selecting the ammo, got to take care of that first and foremost. And you know my routine, at least early on, where we're in a lightweight Sherman. They're all lightweights. What am I trying to? I will put a Woolly Pete, though we never got to use it, in the breach, and then we're going to go 4 and 4 again. Yeah, I'm going to bend the rules just a little bit to keep most of my crew alive. Second time actually that I started out, I didn't fare too well in the first one. The first one neither, and I ended up not recording that one. So, or not keeping a recording on that one. So we're not off to a great start. Whereas Broadax, I got clear into October, I think it was, and then got nailed on that one. So my driver still has the eye for terrain. We can keep that up there. The only thing it changed is my all right. We still have the experience point for going through, and we're still in the third. Oh, the officer. I didn't change that on the NCO. There we go. I didn't change it on the officer. I need to do that. Yeah, I do. Let me change that quick before I forget. I shall return. All right, before we got too far along, I figured I'd change that out and then I won't forget. And then if I do become an officer, I can use it. Or not it'll be Mark now. But anyway, we're all set up again for, I believe, our second week in June. And we are going to roll for our next operation. 2 is going to be an assault. I've not done an assault before. We got to roll for artillery and stuff in this one. So we're going to go for weather. 10, clear. And we're going to roll for terrain. Oh, yes, bocage. That gets me in trouble every time. So we are going to be in open country and we are going to be in close range. I'm going to come in turret forward. I'm going to come in facing forward. I'm going to be open, or actually, the tank commander is going to be open, and everybody else is going to be buttoned. As I said before, we'll go Woolly Pete in the breach, 4 AP, 4 HE. Infantry will be dug in. Enemy vehicles are hauled down. Enemy fires first in round 1. 1 friendly artillery fire mission to start the mission. No delay. And check for counterattack at mission completion. So, let's roll for The enemy. Actually, we don't need that SOP anymore with Greg's cards. I like the cards. But I'll keep them in there. Pre-combat. We're looking for enemy forces. We roll a D10. 8 is going to be anti-tank and infantry. Anti-tank gun is going to be 3. Pack 38. And the infantry is going to be E. Elite. Elite troops. Roll again. 4. SS. Frickin' SS. Nasty sons of bitches. They're 5 rank. If I can't get out of this one, we're in trouble again. 6. They're going to come in here and they're dug in. We can't fire at the infantry, not the infantry, the artillery in the first round unless they fire at us. They're coming in 2. Now we're going to go for placement on a battle board. We're done that. We'll go to conduct mission. This is an assault, conduct artillery fire mission. I have not done an artillery fire mission before, so believe that or not, I've played this game a few times, and I just have not run into assaults before. So I need to see how that assault artillery mission works because I don't remember. We'll look that up. Artillery. That's right. I haven't done that because I've never made officer and got the radio before too. So kind of. As far as the battle X went, it was mostly because we were not getting tough opponents. 7-6. 7-6. All right, so we are going to do this by the book so I don't mislead anybody because I know I make mistakes anyway. So, field artillery. No delay. All right. Reading through it because I do not know. Let me pause this while I read it rather than keep you guys in dead air. Yeah, that's one of those rabbit hole rules that takes you a while to try to figure out. So, okay, we can choose one of these targets to go after. We can't choose the anti-tank because we can't fire on them. Therefore, we do not know they're there. So we're going to have the artillery go after the SS infantry. We're going to roll on that on B2, and we're going to use a -3 modifier. But then he's dug in, so that's going to get him a +1. So that's going to be a -2. And we roll an 11. Of course we did. That's going to go down to 9, which is just going to suppress him. So that was my free artillery. Infantry gets to dig in first. That was a call by fire, not from us, so he doesn't have to fire at us. It's going to be random first. He's going to fire at somebody else. The Pack 38 is going to fire at somebody else. So we got lucky. Um, my orders, I'm going to have my driver back me out. We're going to immobilize. Not immobilize. We're going to check for immobilize. Hopefully not immobilize. We do have the eye for terrain. It is clear. We're going to roll 2d6, 8. We get a eye for terrain, goes up to a 9. He is also buttoned up, goes back down to an 8. So, yes, we're in the clear. We can do that. Second, um, Second thing we want to do, we really don't know he's there, so I can't fire at him yet. I'm going to go ahead and rotate my turret to face the Germans, but not fire. I mean the infantry, but not fire yet. That's going to be my turn. Um, roll for the event. 8. Don't think that's an event. No event. And we're going to go to card 3, which goes to conducting mission. We're going to degrade the smoke and artillery. Gets rid of the suppression on him. And we're going to conduct 2 actions. Now we are facing him. And I am going to go ahead and pop the Woolly Pete at him. And he is in C. So we're going to send that smoke to C. We are at medium range. 2 to 6. We roll an 8. Smoke doesn't take place yet. So we're going to miss. Miss suppresses. We're going to fire again with our HE. And I'm going to load another HE in. We're going to get a +2, a -1, and a, that's it. Another 8. Yeah, we're doing good. So we're going to miss again, but this time we suppress him again, which is going to knock him down to a half squad. So there we go. He is going to try to fire at us. They just have infantry fire. I did remain open. So we're going to go HE versus tank, which is this. He is smoke +2. That's +2. Dug in. Well, that's for firing at dug in. So fire is suppressed. We got +3 on his roll. 7. We're fine. All right. Then the pack. He is going to fire at somebody else, and I ought to put out acquire tank, so I know that he is targeting me, and I will not forget it. Hopefully. All right. He fired somebody else. So that is that turn. Check for an event. 6. I believe that again is nothing else. Nothing again. We go to number 1. Degrade the smoke. It takes the smoke down. Takes his suppression off. We're going to go ahead and fire at him again with HE and load another HE in. We got a -1 this time. Plus we previously target -1 for previous target. +1 for the smoke is 0, and he is 6. Going to hit. Yes, we are going to hit. We are not buttoned up because I stayed open. So that is a hit. And a hit on HE is going to go ahead and take him down 1. And he's already down 1, so he is eliminated. We can go ahead and delete this. And we can get rid of that. If that doesn't get rid of us, we can just leave that out there. I once again forgot to do my Pack 38 and paperwork. I hate paperwork. And I'm not good at putting that in there. SS Infantry. And that's an elimination because we took care of that ourselves. So that is going to be my first action. My second action, we already have a round loaded in for free. So we're going to go ahead and spin our turret back around to face the anti-tank gun. That's going to be it for us. Anti-tank gun is going to fire at somebody else. We're going to roll for an event. A 7 is nothing. We're going to clean up the sheet for next round. It is my turn again. I am going to fire my HE at the anti-tank gun. Again, we're going to need a 6. We get 11. God help me. And we're going to fire one more time. Well, we fired at the AT gun and a miss. Suppresses him, so we will suppress him. So we're going to fire again at him, and that is my last HE round in my ready rack. So we are kind of screwed if we don't get take care of him this turn. We're going to roll an 5. That should take care of it. 5 minus 1 is a 4. Yes, we're going to hit, and the hit is going to eliminate. Wreck him. And that is going to be that. We're going to check for an event. We got no event. Check for a counterattack. That we rolled a 4. There will be no counterattack, so we can clean up the thing. We can check the battlefield for trophies. 6, German helmet. I normally just track all this on my sheet. It's easier for me to track it there than on the other one. We get a German helmet, so I'm going to put 1 there, and I just keep these in here as I spend the points. That way it keeps track of the math for me. Then I don't have to remember anything, because we actually succeeded on that one. And that was an assault. And I put the pack and everything in the wrong one. One of these years, life will settle down, and I will get my head out of my ass. Until then, you guys get to witness firsthand my messing up. All right, so we have McBride taking the crew through their first success. Did a lot better than I did. And let's go ahead and get them set up for mission 3. They've successfully completed 2 missions, except for McBride, who's just completed 1. And that's what we got. I will see you guys 17 minutes. We can do another mission. Come on, Greg. So let's go ahead and roll. Another mission 8. And in June, that mission's going to be an attack. We're going to roll for the weather. 4 is going to be clear again. And the terrain, going to be bocage again, my favorite. So that being said, I like how I include you in my stupidity. Clear that up. That means we're going to be open country, and we're going to be in close range. We're going to come in with another Woolly Pete in there. We're going to get 4 AP, 4 HE again. And Sherman's usually went in with more HE than AP, but as badly as I shoot, I like to come in with AP. Because if I have a tank or something out there, we are going to come in open. Everybody else is going to be down. I'm going to have the turret up front. We already got the mission. Roll for the weather. We roll for the terrain. Well, we got to roll for the enemy, not enema. Enemy. Don't want no enemies. Enemy force is 4. I don't like 4 for some reason. 2 infantry. It's not that bad, except at close range it is. And the infantry is going to be 1. Poor quality. That helps a little bit. 1 is low quality. 5 is going to be penal. 2 penals. Conscripted from the jails. First one's going to come in at 1 and attack. The infantry's dug in. Second one's going to come in at 6. Great. He's going to be dug in. All right, they're going to fire first. So we'll start at 1 over here. He's got, or A, he's going to 5, fire at somebody else. Guy at C, 3, firing at somebody else. My turn. We got a turn. That's going to be 1 action. I'm going to go ahead and fire my Woolly Pete at him. Load up with another HE. And we're going to go ahead and roll 7. I think that's going to be a miss. Yep. We got nothing able to bring us down, so that's going to be a miss. So he will be suppressed. And we will send the smoke over to C again. That's going to be my turn. We roll for an event. 8, no event. Start the next round. Take that off. Go to conduction round 2 plus. We're going to go ahead and conduct our 2 fires. We're going to go after him again. We're going to fire HE, load an HE. We get a -1 +1 this time, so it's going to zero out. We get a 12. Oh, good Lord Almighty, help me. That's a miss. And we're going to roll 1 more time. We're going to fire our second round of HE. We missed, by the way. That does suppress him. And the second round fired in is an 11. Just as bad. It's going to kind of take him down regardless. But that is not a good show of marksmanship. So they will fire back at us, suppressed. They roll a 7. +1 is an 8. They'll no go on that. Actually, they're at close range. Infantry versus tank. They're -1 for suppress, -2 for. So they're 3, 2, 1. It's going to be small arms, and they missed that. We already rolled for that. Over here, this guy here is firing at. Oh God, he's firing at me also. Is going to fire a 2, which is small arms. 7 is going to miss. We got lucky. 6 is going to miss. No smoke on him. Yeah, they missed. All right. Now we got problems because I got both of them firing. Our best bet is to take this guy out. So we're going to fire. Not fire. Roll for an event. No event. We're going to go to the next setup or next round. Fire our main gun again. We have 2 rounds in there. We're going to go ahead and fire HE and load HE at this guy. And he is dug in, and we're going to get a 10. God, we're going to miss again, which is going to suppress him. He's going to empty out my frickin' ready rack, and we're going to fire 1 more time at him. Finally get the hit that we need, which is going to eliminate him. But that's going to leave us exposed to this guy who does get to go again. Not cool. So let's go ahead and put that down that we eliminated. Oh, see, there we go again. Penal infantry. All right, not good. We're going to have to talk with Nate there about his gunnery skills. He must have just transferred over from the infantry. Nate's a Marine, so I know he probably is out of uncomfortable in the Army tank and the Army command ranks. So we'll give him a break. German firing at us. So he's going to roll a 4, which means he is going to try to fire a Panzerfaust status, but he's got to pass that morale check first. They are a 3 and roll a 6, so that's going to default back to a small arms fire. So he's going to roll an 11 on us, which is not going to hurt us. And we have survived that. Going to go to the end. He is the last infantry on the deck, so he is going to go away. We're going to roll for an event. 7, no event. And we're going to roll for a counterattack. 6. I think 6 may be a counterattack. I can't remember whether it's 6 or 1. If 6 continues with a counterattack. All right, so these guys will all go ahead and bring this back up. Get rid of all that. That's control or that. And he retreated off the board. We're going to reset up. All right. Training, everything remains the same. The counterattack is in effect. We're going to go ahead and I think we get to reload our ready rack. There isn't enough time between there to do that. All right, and the counterattack is going to be playing around with my charts here. 8. 1 anti-tank and 1 infantry. Anti-tank gets replaced by a self-propelled gun. And an infantry, the infantry is going to be Wehrmacht. This is probably a different infantry unit attacking, a little more seasoned. I'm going to go ahead and put Wehrmacht in here. I know that when you roll for them in the combat, it's the same group, but counterattack could be a different unit and probably be better troops. So trying to hold the line on a penal unit that was out there trying to hold me up and it didn't work very well. Self-propelled gun. 4. Could be a Stug 4. All right, the infantry's going to come in at 3 straight ahead. And this is the counterattacks that are going to come in. He's going to come in at 6 over here. All right. Counterattack then. We're going to get to go first. Oh, I did not move my turret. And I didn't load my ammo. We're going to put an AP in there because we got to tank it in that direction. I'll just give myself 1 shot because technically we should have had something loaded in there and I would have had HE loaded in there instead, or it would have peaked. So our first action will be load AP in and take out whatever round I would have had in there, which I guarantee you would not have been HE. I mean AP. So we're going to go ahead and fire once. I never start with the AP in there. All right, we are at close range. I've been playing that wrong. I had us at medium range. So I don't think my misses were so bad it wouldn't have made a difference. We need a 2 to 7. Nothing bringing us down. We get a holy crapoly. We got a nice snake eyes. 6-6. Doesn't matter what we roll. Doesn't matter what we roll. Armor's going to be the same. We hit him in the hull. We have a firepower of 6. He has an armor of 6. We are at close range or short range, which is +1 on penetration. So that's going to take us above penetration. We roll a 7. That's DE. So we can get rid of the Stug. Now we just got one little problem. We fired that, we loaded another in there. One little problem is infantry at close range, but we did not fire on him, so he could fire at somebody else still. Them out with a K. And the infantry is going to fire at somebody else. So we have, he's going to run away. We will then therefore roll for an event. We got to roll for the event. 6 is no event, and we're going to search for trophies. And 7 is again going to be nothing. That I'm sure of. War trophy 7. Nope, nothing. But at least we succeeded and we took out a tank. And everybody was healthy despite my erroneous firing. It's my second mission. We still have not gotten any prestige. Oh yeah, we got to go in here to get these guys. Everybody comes down one more to the fourth week in June. And that's it. I think we're ready to go. And that's going to be it for today. Brain is starting to go south on me. A couple of successful missions. Nothing spectacular, but alive is always good. And these guys just ran away, so we don't put anything down on them. All right, there you have it. Thanks for joining me, everybody. American Tank Ace by Gregory M. Smith, put out by Compass Games. Rules are a little confusing sometimes, but it is a great game. Give it a chance. See you guys next time, and have a great day.